Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. Today, a pair of Pac-12 teams getting set to square off in a game that could have season-long implications. As we'll see, the Illinois Fighting Illini taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Penn State's offense takes the field. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. He smashes his way through again. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give it to him again. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a man. It's Curry. He'll throw it. Quick strike complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He looks that one in nicely. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming. And
the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Running behind that left side. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Penn State, 7, Illinois, 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. The back goes in motion. Makes the grab on third. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hatchett. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They're trying to get to it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Curry. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
The expressway is wide open. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll run the toss. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there and you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Give him 6. Touchdown, Penn State! On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. All wideouts, no backs. Back to throw, it's Curry. He's got the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
On the run, still looking. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built the lead.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Looking to move it through the air. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking downfield, it's Graves. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
On second down, he'll fire. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Nittany Lions heading quickly to the line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Penn State.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shotgun snap on third down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He gets a block. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go with a direct snap. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
Going up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Pulls it in. It's Hatchett. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Safe completion on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Little over anxious, out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To throw, it's Graves. Swings it out to his running back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They'll go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Pressure coming. Got out of trouble and throws. And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Curry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to get to him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead down.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's right on target. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Offense facing 4th down.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Looking to throw, it's Graves. Dances away to buy time. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. He'll try it again. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Brings up third down.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the outside. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Flips it out in the flat. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Oh, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense up.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback. I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Looking to pass. It's Curry. Fires to the big fella. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Timeout, Penn State.
Now on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.